What's going on, guys? This is Jason with Epic Woodworks and one jock, one nerd. Silly little Brad. Silly little nerd. No, that's not what I'm saying. I simply stated that he's a really good quarterback. He's potentially a Heisman. And you're talking about loyalty? Are you kidding me? These kids go to the pros after 2 years. If they were loyal, they stay for 4 years. Loyalty is not the thing. Do I agree with the transfer portal? Do I agree with kids leaving, because they're not getting what they want? No, but that's the name of the game, unfortunately, these days. NCAA and college football did not get a handle on it when it first started. So, yeah, is he going to be a good quarterback for Miami? Yes. I could care less about the Heisman Trophy candidate trophy because that's an I thing, and football is a team thing. So I could care less if he gets the Heisman. Does it bring good to Miami? Yes. But Cam Ward went number one in the draft. Number one in the draft. He wasn't a Heisman candidate, but he came in as talk about being the Heisman. So a Heisman doesn't make anything. It doesn't make you a better player. But it's just good things to talk about. It brings good press to the University of Miami. But the thing about it is you talk loyalty. There's no kid that's loyal to a team anymore. I mean, Arch Manning maybe, but he's not really doing a whole lot right now. And he probably could do better at a different program. But Texas is where he sits. Again, it just brings up the conversation of, the transfer portal and college football is a mess, right? But, it's just like this, right? College football is a business, right? And you own a business, and there's a potential somebody that you can hire, like a CEO or a operations manager, and he can make your business better. You would hire him, right? So that's the point. The point is if there's somebody, an athlete out there, an employee per se, that can make your team better, why not? Why wouldn't you do that? That's called good business. And college football has been a business for centuries, essentially. The NIL has changed the game, right, and turned it into a business for the athletes. But really and truly, back in the day, they were getting a college education, and they were still getting money. Like, you're getting housing. There's so many different stipends. I experienced that in my college football career. There's ways around it. It's been going on for years. But the biggest thing about it is as a head coach, it's your job. Your job's on the line. So what do? You get the best athletes to continue to have your job and continue to go to national championships, get in the college football playoffs. So, Brad, as far as you dwelling on the Heisman Trophy candidate, that's great facts and knowledge, bud. But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't really matter. Miami had a weak Carson Beck and still made it to the national championship, right? So now we're going to have a quarterback that's a stellar quarterback. We're bringing a receiver that he feels comfortable with and then giving him a phenom like Tony. Come on. And having the same three running backs returning. We have all three running backs returning. Remember, this is the team that took us to the national championship. Now we have a quarterback and additional receivers. That's what matters. The team, not just the one guy that wins the Heisman. It's just a talk. Just to say that he's a Heisman candidate just shows that he is actually an athlete. That's the big focus point. It doesn't matter whether he wins the Heisman or not. Silly Brad. You're so silly. Listen, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check out the podcast. And, we appreciate what everybody's doing. This is great. Love college football. It's going to get a little quieter, obviously, because the season isn't, but we're not going to get any quieter. Maybe we'll talk about some other things. But thanks for tuning in. It's all about the U. Let's go, Miami.